There we go. That's exactly what we're after right there. I was gonna say, I could see him running. You guys see him fighting on the on the live. Fish on. I think we got a walleye, Cody. River walleyes in the skinny water. Should I hit him with the wind up first or no? What's going on, guys? We are back with another video today. It's me, we got Cody, we got Surly, we got the dream squad of walleye destroyers out here today.
Especially Surly.
Especially Surly.
Especially Surly.
I don't even let Surly pick up a rod because he'll just embarrass me most of the time. But today we're back with hopefully what's gonna be another awesome video. It's probably about 7 a.m. right now. Middle of summer, August right now. I haven't put up any videos since I came back from Lake of the Woods. Been running around doing a bunch of other smaller videos. But today, we're gonna hit a few different lakes. Is that the plan?
Yeah. Maybe a little breakdown.
A little breakdown maybe a little lake hopping. And this is gonna be one of those videos where we might catch a few out here, hopefully. We might go somewhere else and catch a few. Then we might go to a third place to try to catch a few. We got a big rainstorm coming in the middle of the day, so we're gonna have to kind of go quick through this. But should be a great video for a lot of you guys maybe fishing a lot of these lakes, whether it's in northern Wisconsin, northern Minnesota. You know, a lot of these lakes that we're fishing today are 500, 1,000, 1,200 acres, right?
Yep.
So one's gonna be really deep, one's gonna be kind of relatively shallow, and one's gonna kind of be a little bit in between. So we're gonna go through a lot of different situations on where we're seeing fish sitting right now and a few different presentations to catch them. But I'm not gonna talk too much because like we said, we don't have a ton of time. We gotta catch some fish today. This is a must convert video day.
Punch it out?
Punch it out, let's do it. All right, y'all, spot number one, potential spot number one.
Potential.
Now, we'll get the trolling motor down, and if you guys have not seen, I've absolutely fallen in love with using this piece of equipment right here, Humminbird Mega Live. Not only is it great for like seeing fish, or is it great for like when you're fishing, it's great for finding fish on deeper like hard bottom areas where you'd have to kind of go like right over those fish in order to catch them or to see them like on sonar. Because you know, side imaging, phenomenal for finding rock, phenomenal for looking at fish, whether that's on a weed edge or on a whatever it might be, right? But if you're looking at very hard bottom, you might not be seeing a ton of fish on your side imaging. You'd have to go right over those fish. And a lot of these lakes, fish don't like being driven on top of, do they, Cody?
Not at all.
Not at all, especially when you're like, I mean, even at almost any depth, but especially.
Doesn't matter if it's the trolling motor or the big motor.
Yeah, they don't like, especially, you know, as spring turns into summer, fish get pressured more and more and more. And all of a sudden it's like, you can't get close to them. So running the live at like, you know, 60 feet like I'm doing today is a very good way to kind of try to sneak up on these fish without them kind of seeing you too much.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Don't like how close I am though. See that? You're real close to us.
I always set mine at like 80.
I'm just gonna kind of drive away from them a little bit. And we're fishing a drop shot, which is a presentation that's kind of almost a little bit almost catered to fishing fast and with live. And that's a perfect example right there. I mean, you guys could see how quick that happened. Saw those fish on live. It's gonna be a nice fish. I can feel his teeth just banging on the fluoro lead. Well, that's the way you want to start a morning, huh?
Always a good way.
That's the way you want to start a morning right there. I'll scoop them. You fish, you fish. Nice fish though, nice walleye. We just got this, you know, we've had like 3-4 days now of just kind of like bright sun, huh? Now we got a day where it's like, you know, we got this big storm rolling in this afternoon, so you never really know with walleyes if that's like gonna be a good thing or not. People always say, how many times in the boat do you hear, oh, we got a storm coming, they should be biting, and then they just aren't, Cody.
All the time.
Yeah, and sometimes it does trigger them, sometimes it doesn't. I never really put like a ton of faith in, you know, the whole storm.
You're not a storm chaser?
I'm not a storm chaser. How cool would it be to have a storm chaser where instead of doing it in a car, though, you do it in a boat? Me and Mitch were talking about that on Lake of the Woods the other day. There we go. Nice walleye to get things going. Is there still some there? Did they spook?
They're still kind of in there.
There we go. Nice, you know, 19-incher to get the day going. And on a lot of these smaller lakes, I mean, you're not ultimately dealing with a lot of big fish. You know, you're dealing with a lot of these just kind of classic, kind of cookie cutter size fish a lot of the times. There we go. Another one right there.
Better fish?
Probably about the same.
Dogging ya.
Yeah, they'll go crazy. And a drop shot is one of those things, you know, we threw up some awesome videos on the Walleye Now app showing drop shotting. There's a nice fish, huh?
Nice
nothing wrong with those. It's one of those techniques that's definitely gotten better as technology's improved. And by that I mean a lot of forward-facing sonar stuff. And you might be saying, Tom, I don't have forward-facing sonar, I don't have Mega Live or a Panoptics or anything like that. Well, you can do the same thing off side imaging. Is it more effective, if you guys are wondering, with the live? Yes. It's one of those presentations you can pitch out very fast. It gets right down in the zone and on fish very quick. And that's exactly what we're after right there. Well, so far we've been fishing for about 8 minutes now. Today's already a success. Now we got 2 more lakes to go. One which we've only been to a couple times and one which we've never been to. So who knows? I'd like to see about 5 fish out of this lake though.
Yeah.
And then we can jump. Yeah, we should be able to catch some of these. I was gonna say, I could see him running. You guys see him fighting on the on the live? Looks like a nice one, huh?
Yeah,
Looks
good
like a
weight
nice
to
one.
it. Nice little 18-incher.
Oh, there's the progression. Yeah, you guys kind of saw us move into the spot. The live kind of showed a few fish. We each put a bait right on them. Cody put a bait right in one.
No.
And there we go. That is the power of the Mega Live for sure. Has it changed the way you fish, Cody?
100%.
100%.
100%. I find myself using live every day.
Yeah.
It's a nice, healthy, clean, pretty colored walleye.
They ain't too shabby, are they? On the old drop shot. Now, you guys might be saying, Tom, why not the hyper rattle? We've been using the hyper rattle a lot lately. Sometimes what you'll see, it doesn't happen on every lake on every day, but hyper rattle, one of my absolute favorite summer walleye fishing lures, as you guys know. Caught hundreds of walleyes on that bait.
Hundreds? Sure not thousands?
Probably thousands, but if you cast it out into the first pot of fish you see, sometimes you'll notice the fish will just kind of fall apart. So a lot of times what we'll do is, you know, you kind of gauge the day. Maybe you start with something finessey like this, or you start with one or the other. And if it seems like you keep pushing the fish around a lot with your presentation, go to the finessey thing.
Boy!
I've done a long range snipe out there.
Oh, nice.
Feeling nice. I almost felt kind of smally. It just kind of like came at me for a second. It's still honestly
Feeling a little smallmouth?
could be a little smally, or it could be a walleye. Cody, walleye. I'll scoop him. I'll scoop him.
Good.
There we go. 4 fish. How about you get me one, Cody? 5 would be just a nice number to kind of like.
I'll get you one right here. I'm seeing some on the live. Seeing some on the live. Search.
5 would be just kind of like a nice number to end on, where we kind of jump lakes after this. You know?
We're gonna do 5 fish a lake.
5 fish a lake? Oh God, do we dig ourselves in a hole like that right away? You know how it is when you set a limit and it's like you sit at 4 for 3 hours just grinding your head against a wall. There we go. Another nice walleye right there though. We'll take them on the drop shot. On the drop shot. Here's one.
Son.
There he is. Now, Cody got bit off by a pike. I lost a walleye, I think. Or something. Now we got another fish on. What do you think? It's feeling right. It's feeling right. It's feeling right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Another nice walleye. On the drop shot.
We were putting a can of whoop bass.
What do you say? Do you want
bass on me?
Do you want to cast more? Or do you want to go to Lake 2?
Let me catch one more and then I'm ready.
Sounds good.
One more.
Sounds good. I'll do a little boat organization while you catch me a fish. And we'll bomb on out to lake number 2. And a lot of times with the drop shot, you're not doing a big, massive like jig hook set, more so just this like lift into them hook set. Just make the drag squeak for a second. Look at that. As good as it gets. It's like 8 a.m. right now. Been out here for probably 45 minutes to an hour, catching a few walleyes. See you later, buddy. All right, guys. We are pulling off lake number 1. And we're off to lake number 2. It's a busy lake hopping kind of day, but we got good weather. It's not crazy hot. Fish seem to be biting a little bit. Optimism's high. We're back. Lake number 2. What's your optimism level out here?
I think we'll do it.
I think it could be really good or it could be really bad. That's my assumption. I guess my thinking is we'll definitely find fish whether they bite or not. Seems to be the issue the couple of times I've been here, but stay tuned. We're gonna run out, walk you guys through the process a little bit, show you some fish on the graph, and hopefully show you some fish in the boat. Oh, right there, Cody.
Ooh.
Oh, man, look at that.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna recast on that.
Yeah, I would too. They're more
to the right.
Switch around me.
Hoop, hoop.
Go.
It's like a little Chinese fire drill in here.
I'm just gonna spot lock for a second, and we'll move around. I don't even know where I'd cast fish.
Oh, bobber down, bobber down. My boy.
First fish. It could be, Cody.
I get the net for you, Captain.
Could also be a bass, though. It's coming up high.
No, 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 don't tell me that.
It's a walleye, it's a walleye. We did it. Oh, man. I don't know if you guys heard me, but I was like, I don't even know what I'm casting at. We actually on spot number 2 out here today. And it just, we're not, I mean, like, this is, it seems like the fish are like on weed edges, and there's like bluegills there, there's bass there. I mean, all we've caught so far is bluegills and bass that are really tiny. We didn't put any of those in the video, but there we go. Walleye number 1 on lake number 2 of the day. We'll take them. Take a good look at him, Cody. We might not see another one out here.
Oh, that right there.
Oh, it's a jumping bass. It's a jumping bass. It's a jumping bass. I'm fishing a slip bobber. Cody's still rocking the drop shot. The only reason I went to the slip bobber is a little bit more cast it out, get lazy with it. You know, I mean, you see.
We have arms right there, buddy.
There's a little bit of, stuff going on out there. We're fishing pretty shallow, but even in shallow water, just a little bit going on right there, like you guys can see. It ain't much.
It's honest work, though.
But it's honest work. Kind of what I was worried about. Give me the good news.
It's a walleye. It's a walleye.
Oh my gosh,
it's a walleye. Not a very big one.
Hey, we never had any stipulations on size today, did we?
We did not. We did not.
So since we last saw you guys, we've gone through about 3 flats of night crawlers.
We were gonna change walleye now to bluegill now.
Bluegill now.
Largemouth.
Let me know if you guys have any interest in bluegill now. Groundbreaking bluegill app. Describing exactly where and when to find bluegills and the hottest presentations to catch them.
Always a night crawler.
Night crawler, bobber, weeds. Slip bobber down.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's it.
I think so.
That is it.
I think that's it. A lot of pressure here. This feels like the tournament winning walleye right now. Oh.
Dogging.
Ooh. Dude, it's going to be a big walleye. I got a feeling.
Oh, easy, easy.
We just don't want it to be a smallmouth.
It's not a smallie.
I think it's going to be a big walleye. Can we do it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes. Bring them up there. It's a big smallmouth.
Dang it, dude. Dang it. All right. Well, we're kind of like what we're calling the last spot of this lake of the day because it just doesn't look that good. And I like to think we're too smart just to spend the rest of the day on a lake that doesn't look that good. But, I mean, there is some potential. We've obviously caught One nice walleye and some smaller ones and a bunch of smallies now. So I mean, you can't really like complain too much about being out here for a little bit of time we've been out here. But at the same time, it's like, we're not here for smallies, are we? We're here for walleyes. All right, guys, you win some, you lose some. We did catch a walleye though. Actually, we caught 2 walleyes, didn't we?
We did.
Which is better than no walleyes. We only
lost another one.
Lost another one. We probably only caught 90 or so bluegills and largemouth.
Smallmouth too, can't forget the smallies.
And smallmouth, those probably aren't gonna make the video because we never stopped the camera. But that's what happened. It doesn't look super great on really any form of electronic technology which we have in the boat. I mean, I would say though that we were around more walleyes than we were catching.
100%. Day to day is different, you know. We come out here on a bright sunny day and maybe do way better.
Who knows? Yeah, I mean, it looked like if the fish were biting, I could see like 8 fish getting caught, 10 fish getting caught. But didn't seem like they were super all about it. Then it's all kind of complicated by the amount of bluegills and everything else we're fishing around. But that's that. So stay tuned. Now we have the hardest task ahead of us. Stay tuned. It's starting to sprinkle a little bit. We're not going to have a lot of time at the next lake, but hopefully we put a few in the boat.
Punch it out.
We'll take the cameras down as it's about to rain. All right, change of pace. Got rained out in short, and it's kind of supposed to rain the rest of the day. We might have a little window like at 7 or 8 o'clock tonight, but Cody says, why don't we just go down to the little stream and catch some walleyes? And to that I said, what are you even talking about? But he's convinced me that you can actually catch a couple walleyes in a small stream, not very far from our house. So we're gonna head down there, and I mean, I've just never done this before, obviously. I fish
expectations, or
the rivers that I fish are generally like hundreds of yards wide and have bajillions of cubic feet waters per second flowing. And so this will be a little bit different, but we always get so many questions asked for shore fishing videos. So I guess here's a little taste of shore fishing for walleyes up here in northern Wisconsin. My guess is we'll definitely catch smallmouth because every river around here is full of smallies. But if we can catch walleyes, that'll be a win. And I'm saying if we can catch like 3, that'll be a big win. Is that feasible?
I think it's feasible. I think we can do it.
All right, well, stay tuned. We're getting out of the boat, as sad as that is. We're going to a little river. We're gonna try to catch some walleyes. Stay tuned. Fish? Is it? It is. Ooh, look at that, look at that. Look at that, Cody's got one on. Little river walleye, how about that? Did you expect that?
I did.
The guy says he did.
I think it happened.
I was skeptical. Well, rainy day.
Boom.
Catching walleyes in the little river. You guys got to see lake to small stream today.
Gotta mix it up some days.
Gotta mix it up some days, the guy says.
Nice. That was about 16 inch.
16, 17 inch.
It's one nice thing about where we're at here is you could kind of go from lakes to rivers to everything else and
Everything in between.
yeah.
I like it. Fish?
That's a walleye.
Guy's got one. He's got one on. He claims it's a walleye.
It's a walleye, brother. It's a walleye, brother.
Can it be? Can it be? Oh, look at that, Cody. It's a golden perky river walleye. We got a couple walleyes. Show them off to the camera. Because, I mean, this is like, people are watching this right now, Cody, and they're saying to themselves, how did Cody convince Tom to go do this? That's what they're thinking right now.
There's not much of a technical side to that. That's what's kind of fun about it. But another nice one.
Did you use your side imaging or no?
Yeah, you know, we actually used the Mega Live. We took our ice transducer, rigged it up. We got it sitting right out here. And you can just kind of snipe those fish off. You got a fish on?
No, just tangling the reel. But there you go. 2 walleyes in the small river system. Fish on. I think we got a walleye, Cody.
Better be.
It is a white-tipped walleye. I finally got one. He ain't too shabby. I'll give you guys a look. I mean, just a thin little river fish. But there we go. We've caught a few smaller ones, you know, like 10-inch ones, but there we go. River walleyes in the skinny water. It is possible, going from lake to small river today. And that pretty much wraps up, you know, a lot of the walleye fishing available in this area. I don't know how you could ask for any more of a diverse video, you know what I'm saying? Back into the current he goes. All right, boys and girls, that is gonna do it for today's video. You guys didn't see this twist coming here at the end, and I did not see this twist coming. We were sitting at home, we were basically gonna get rained out all day. It's been sprinkling, you basically can't film out in the rain. Cody's like, let's go down to the river for like an hour. And I was like, you quit being ridiculous. We're not gonna catch anything but some bass and suckers. Turns out we did catch a couple walleyes, and you can come to some of these small little creeks and catch fish. But hopefully you guys kind of enjoyed this. We're definitely gonna go to that lake we wanted to go to, which we didn't make it to in the future, and break that down. Hopefully you guys kind of enjoyed this. 3 different systems, 2 different lakes, 1 river, caught walleyes and all. What are your thoughts, Cody?
It was fun. This is kind of the spot I grew up fishing. I used to ride my bike to the spot back in the day.
Wow. You guys got waypoints.
I got waypoints here. A GPS coordinate right in the head. Yeah. But it's fun. Kind of relive old memories and show you guys what, you know, fishing small rivers is kind of about. Kind of cool, kind of relaxing. Yep. Doesn't take much. Split shot, hook, night crawler, maybe a little minnow swimming in the river.
Maybe even a little minnow swimming in the river. But appreciate you guys watching this video, and no idea what we're gonna do next. I've been trying to get on the road for like 3 days now. My windshield got hit by a turkey, so my windshield's all caved in on my truck right now. It's supposed to be fixed in a day or 2, and then back on the road, traveling, catching more fish. So appreciate you guys watching this. If you guys are not yet, please subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. We'll see you next time.